Hey guys, Christine here. Sorry for the disastrous look that I am right now. I've only been up for like about an hour and a half, which today has been a little slower for me to try and wake up. Just one of those things. Some days are better than others. Usually, I've been lately getting about 6 hours of sleep. My schedule is pretty broke up because I work anywhere from 8 to 10 hour night shifts, and I'm running into the spring fever thing. It's very, very hard not to be awake during the day, and so, even if I have a day off, I will break my sleep into like 4 hour blocks or 2 hour blocks, just because, at least I don't take myself totally off a night shift and then have to go back to work in 2 days. But I am finding, right now I'm still out of my blood pressure med and I have to catch up on my health insurance, but, still, of course, taking my thyroid med and been working out a lot more. The other day I went for a walk and changed my route and got completely lost, and by the time I came back, it was almost 5 miles, and which I hadn't done for a while, and my feet were killing me because I had a bad incident at work with getting a bit of a chemical burn. So, but I did it, and at one point I was going to just keep going, and I hit a wall, and it's like, okay, I better get home now, while that wall is hit. If my ankle's too bad, then I will go and bike instead, and still got that goal of hitting the MS 150 next year at least, or a shorter bike tour if I'm not in that good a shape. My fridge is dirty, so excuse me on this one. Just thought I'd kind of show a little bit what I got going here. I don't drink a lot of juice, so the juice that I have back there I usually use for brewing the kombucha. I have some apple juice, Simply Apple, I've got to drink up, and it's not even appealing to me right now. But as you can see, the kombucha, this one is a pineapple blueberry, this one is blueberry, grape, and chia, and I use the bottom dregs of the pineapple juice, and I don't know, it tastes like kombucha. It tastes like kombucha should, but I think the citrusy flavors I'm not thrilled with. Another one that I found that's really, really good, this is at Walmart. It's Cherry Bundy black cherry juice. You have to really get something sweet in there, though, in order to get the kombucha to actually brew right. And the tart cherry in that is not very sweet, so it kind of gets a different smell and a different flavor and has to almost ferment a little longer or add a little more sugar to it. Lately, I have discovered Kitchen Basics unsalted vegetable stock. This is the best stock I have tried for vegetable. Other ones, they add salt like Swanson and stuff, and you can get unsalted, but I find that even their salted vegetable stock is really bland. This one, unsalted, is not bland at all. They put tomatoes in there, they put mushrooms in there, there's no MSG. It's really, really nice. Super happy with it. And the other thing I do for kicking up flavor, of course, is adding kimchi. I really like it. The only problem is I may have to start making it at home because I'm finding that I go through it. What I've been doing today to prep for, well, I had gone to the farmer's market a couple days ago and picked up things like radishes, and I've still got some celery in there and stuff like that. It's early yet, so not a lot of the growers are there with their produce. But the radishes, of course, I cleaned because the greens are edible, but they go bad really, really fast. So you got like one day that you can eat the greens. This time I cooked with them, but you can have them radish greens in salads. They got kind of a peppery, sweet type taste to them. So when I did this soup here, what's left of it in this pot, I had leftover baby carrots. I threw zucchini in from the farmer's market. Actually, I had ramen a couple nights before, and I had leftover, so I threw that in here just because. But then the unsalted vegetable stock, I got parsley, I have dandelions, rosemary, portobello mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, red and white beans, kimchi, and peas, and some other random vegetables in there. And it's pretty hearty for a vegetable stew, and it tastes really good, especially with that stock. So what I'm planning now, I'm just going into my daughter's room. No trespassing. Violators will be shot, and survivors will be shot again. My daughter is off at college, so her room is turned into the brewing room. And yeah, we almost have it look like, this could be a little whorehouse here, because we've got the red curtain on the window. But yeah, we're brewing a couple batches of different hard ciders, and we have a clarifying batch happening back here. I have another batch of kombucha being started here, and the mother's growing really, really nicely. These are just the bottles of food service sanitizer, which works really well. And then my husband has different Old Orchard juices and stuff like that he's using for the hard ciders. What I came in here for right now, and I'm going to take it into the kitchen, is my sauerkraut, which actually is carrots and celery and onion, and then I have some green leaves on the top just to kind of keep the air out a little bit more. I don't have any grape leaves in the backyard yet. As soon as I do, I'll be doing the kraut with those. This is my first attempt. The recipe is actually pretty simple. It's just a little bit of salt and, water. Not much water, not much salt. And let me see if I can set the phone up here. And the vegetables. I did add a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there just to, come on, stay put, just to have a little bit of flavor in there. Not only that, but I buy the apple cider vinegar that has the mother in it. So it's usually pretty quiet. Helps with brewing the kombucha. Sometimes I'll add it to that. And I think I added like maybe 15 cc's to this just to give it a little more bacteria in there and just help with it. And I don't know. This may not be ready yet. I'm not really sure. It did some bubbling, but it just kind of smells like vegetables. So I have store-bought sauerkraut in the fridge, and part of the reason why I'm doing the sauerkraut at home is because I want to be able to control the salt, which, helps control the blood pressure too. So I like salty foods, unfortunately. It's kind of other people like sweets. I'll crave sweets occasionally, but my big thing, unfortunately, is salty stuff. Either or is not really good if you have cravings or addictions to it. Yeah, I'm going to go grab a fork and we'll give this a shot. Now, from what I'm seeing, these should still be crispy. But if they don't have the right taste, I'll just let them ferment for a few more days. Oh my God. Okay. This has only been 7 days. I'm trying to remember the recipe I used. I'll put some links to some really good videos below. But I think I did like half a teaspoon of salt for this whole container. Maybe a whole teaspoon for the whole container. I don't remember. But once you get the vegetables cut up, you have to mash them down inside the container just to get the juices to kind of come out. I used the pink Himalayan salt in here. I did not use regular salt, again, because I wanted the mineral content. What this is lacto fermented vegetables. I wanted a little extra minerals from the salt, and Himalayan salt is very, very mild. Oh my god, I can't believe, like, my first attempt at kombucha worked too. I was just so thrilled. I don't know how I managed this. I'm waiting at the farmer's market, sorry, eating on camera, to get beets and turnips next, because I want to ferment the two together and see how those turn out. I did buy pickling spice. Didn't put it in here yet. This, now that it's ready, is going to go in the refrigerator and stay there till it's gone. Just like my kombucha, the second ferment where I add the fruit juice and add the fruit and stuff like that. My first ferment of kombucha goes 30 days. Second ferment is anywhere from 5 to 7, depending on when the lid starts to really bulge. Any longer than that, it tends to get a little funny smell because it's starting to create more alcohol at that point. But what corrected that is I had one batch that I forgot about and left too long, and it had been there 2 weeks, and it had a funky odor to it. I was not bold enough to throw it out, so I went and let it sit another week. And I went and took a straw and took a taste of it, and it was like, oh my god, it was so good. It had a kick. Oh my god, did it have a kick. But it was really, really good. Because at that point, I was brewing alcohol again. And so it wasn't a regular kombucha. So, but this works. I'll find the link to the webpage I used and put it below. I put distilled water in here. You do not want chlorinated water because, the chlorine's going to kill any bacteria. So there you go, guys. My nice colorful batch of kraut there. And it's not as strong as sauerkraut either. It's really nice. I really like this. So that's it. You guys have a great day. Blessed be, everybody.